Hello, we are going to show you how to make raw oatmeal. This is something that we eat quite a bit. Well, almost every day Rigo will have raw oatmeal. The kids like to have it quite a bit, but they get burnt out on it, and then they'll want other stuff for a little while, and then they start getting on an oatmeal kick again and want oatmeal. So we're going to show you how to make it, and most of you know that our recipes are pretty simple. So this is a very simple recipe. You can add extra stuff to it if you want to, but this is basically the base oatmeal recipe. The first thing I want to show you is raw oat groats. What we get is raw oat groats. These are not rolled oats. They are the whole oat. And so I personally don't trust any rolled oats.
Or steel cut.
Huh?
Steel cut.
Or steel cut. Those are all heated. Yeah, those are all heated. The only ones that I trust to be truly raw are the whole oat groats. So that's what we use. We use whole oat groats. And I get this for 89 cents a pound. So it's really an inexpensive meal, and it's very filling. So what I do is I soak it, and what we did last night is we put 4 cups of raw oat groats into water, and we soaked them overnight. Now you can make this with just soaking it for about an hour. So if you, sometimes I'll forget to soak it at night, and I'll just soak it in the morning for an hour, and then I'll make it. And now I don't think, I'm not the one that started this. This seems like a lot of oatmeal, so I don't think I'm going to be able to fit all of that into the blender. Usually I just use one of these kinds of spoons with the holes in it, and I scoop it out and put it in. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to go ahead and measure this after it's been soaked. And then I'll kind of give you an idea, because this is going to make 2 batches probably of oatmeal for us. And what we do is we eat the oatmeal for breakfast, and then I turn the leftover oatmeal into oatmeal cookies. And we'll show you that too if there's leftover. Sometimes there's not, sometimes there is. So I'll show you that too. But I'm going to go ahead and measure the oats as I put them in. So this is what I typically do. I don't typically measure it. I just go like this, drain it, and put it in here. Because normally I soak about 3 cups, but I wasn't the one that started this, and we ended up soaking 4 cups. So I don't think I'm going to be able to fit it all. So let's see. I'm going to go 1, and they usually double in size. So if you soak 3 cups, you're going to get 6 cups of oat groats by the time it's done soaking. So there's 2. 3. 4. Actually, I think I am going to use all of this. You started 4 cups last night, right? Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to use all of this. It's going to be a big batch. I don't typically make this much, but I did want some oatmeal cookies anyway, so. And you can cut this recipe in half if you're a smaller family, or you can make this big recipe and then make oatmeal cookies and just freeze them. The oatmeal cookies freeze extremely well. The kids love to eat it right out of the freezer, but if you like them warm, you can always throw them back into the hydrator for an hour or so, warm them back up. So now I have all the oat groats in the blender. And this was 4 cups of oat groats before it was soaked. So now what I do is I put cinnamon and I forgot to get my measuring spoon. For the cinnamon. Actually, see if that metal measuring spoon is in that drawer. I want that tablespoon. I have a few different kinds, but I really wanted this other one. I can use this if it's not in there. You found it? This is actually another one of our daughters. I don't think she's been in a video yet. She's our 13-year-old daughter. So that's Ashley. So I have ground cinnamon, and I am going to start with 1 tablespoon. We like cinnamon. Yeah, that's about good. So 1 tablespoon of cinnamon for that amount of oatmeal. And then I'm going to put a pinch of salt. And that was a generous pinch of salt. And then I'm going to put sugar. We use raw sugar. If you're opposed to raw sugar, then you can use honey or something like that. I personally, we've used it before, and I personally don't like it as much. The kids, if I use honey in the oatmeal, they won't eat it. They want sugar in there. So I've put 2 cups. I'm going to put another ½ cup. So I got 2½ cups of sugar in here, 4 cups of oat groats, and 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it with water. Now I'm not going to measure the water, and the reason why is because I'm going to show you where to put the water compared to your oat groats, because depending on how long you let your oat groats soak, they might fill the blender to a different level, and so your water could be different, and the water will change probably each time. So what I do is I fill the blender with water to about, I would say a ½ an inch above the line of the sugar, okay? So if you can see, there's the oat groats, there's the sugar, and there's the water. Now the water looks brown now because of the cinnamon, but it's about a ½ an inch above the line of the sugar. So now we're going to blend it. And Rigo's doing the recording today. That's why there's a lot more movement than every other video. He seems to be struggling a little bit. Now we have an older blender, so our blender goes off a time. Right now it's set at like 20 seconds, so I run it about twice on 20 seconds. Then that's it. We just pour it in the bowl. We'll add raisins and walnuts to the top. So I pour it in the bowl. And there is your raw oatmeal. Now, depending on, we do like it a little bit thinner now that we've been eating it so much. When we first started eating it, we liked it thicker, like real oatmeal. So if you like it thicker, you can put a little less water. If you only soak the groats for an hour, you want to make sure you have plenty of water in there, because when you blend it up, it will suck in the water very quickly and thicken up. Just like regular oatmeal thickens up as it sits, this oatmeal thickens up as it sits. So that's it. That's our raw oatmeal. And so we're gonna go ahead and stop the video and eat it.